It was the 20th September 1983. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember it because it was the day I left Arndorf, my family, my friends and Matilda, to study in Germany. My parents and my grandparents saved money for the past 18 years so I could study there. They wanted me to have a good life and to study at a good university outside our country. I was going to leave for 10 years. Well, I didn't know at that time, but that was the time I stayed away. Matilda, my sweetheart, stayed there. She couldn't leave Arndorf to study at a university. I guess that was the hardest thing to do, to leave her behind. I came back only 2 times in 10 years due to lack of money. And because of this, I have no idea what happened here and how Arndorf has grown and changed. And that's because in 1986 my grandmother Anna died. She was the one telling me all these stories and how everything happened. Well, my first return was also a quite painful one. It was the summer of '86 and it was raining a lot that day. I was coming by the train and heading on foot to the cemetery. My parents and few others were already at church Paulus, taking grandmother Anna on her last journey. I was walking so slow, almost wanted to go back, and then I arrived at the church Paulus gate and I saw the hearse. All I wanted was to stop the time, even for a second, and feel nothing. And those bells. Those bells were hitting deep into my soul. The woman who raised me, who told me the most amazing stories, she's gone. Gone. And when I got in front of the grave, I wanted to cry so hard and hate myself for leaving her and my family. But nothing can be changed now. After the funerals, I stayed for 3 more days with my parents. The town changed a lot since I left and I just wanted to take a tour. So I went on the other side of the train tracks on the Lutzer Bridge to see what is new. The population raised up to 13,000 and many beautiful stuff were done. I was surprised to see everything and to see how many things were built in such a short time. In 1984 there was a big tragedy that happened at one of the factories in Wildenstein. 145 people died in an explosion. Thank God my parents were working at a different one. Near the Bautzen district, our mayor wanted to build a monument to commemorate this event. So I stopped there to see the monument built in the name of those people. Big and impressive one, I tell you that. Next to this monument there is Bautzen Schloss, a masterpiece made for our king. The reason why the king chose this place is because there is a history behind Arndorf. And the former palace was not used since the World War II and now serves as a museum. So now the Schloss Bautzen is only used when important diplomats and people visit our country. The palace has a small lake and a big statue of King Albert right in front of it. People can enter and visit the gardens and the ground floor, but this only when the king is not there. Have I told you that our town was just at 80 kilometers away from our capital? Well, I guess not. This is why there are so many places built for our royalties. On the other side, there is a secondary entrance which is not used. The gates are always closed. There is even a big fountain and a nice relaxation area. Oh, I miss my hometown so much. I was hoping to see it soon, but not under these circumstances. South of the Bautzen Schloss, there is a paper factory that offers 450 working places for people. Here it was made one of the best paper at that time. This was a good business for a town and helping it growing even faster. There were so many parking lots and a totally new district near it. My mother started working here, but my father still had to go to Volusia to work. I did not have time to go to the train depot that was finished back then, or at the cargo harbor, which was not yet finished. They still had some work to do there. I will tell you more about them when the time will come. And near this factory, a totally new district was born out of absolutely nowhere. It was called Krefeld and was populated with almost 3,000 people. Mayor Walz was very ill back then, and the people were very afraid not to lose such a great man. You never know who can take his place and what he can do. Well, those 3 days passed like 3 hours, and I had to leave once more. Again, I had to say goodbye to my dearest ones and take the train back to München, Germany. I haven't seen Matilda. We broke up soon after I left back in '83. She didn't even come to my grandmother's funeral. Well, I guess life goes on, and I have to study to become great so I can make my family proud. Wish you all the best, and see you next time with some stories when I come back for the second time.
Hey guys, surprise, it's Skib here, and I'm glad it's the first time when you guys hear me talking over a video like Arndorf, because I've never been talked before. Before I say too much about what you're going to see is a time-lapse, some builds that you've seen already in this episode. I want to say thank you to JOACHIM. JOACHIM is the person who, let's say, took the place for Johan as narrator in this episode. He was his own initiative. He contacted me over Discord and he asked me if he can do this. And well, here we are, guys, doing that. Hope you did enjoy it. I'm curious to see your opinion on this. I kind of like it more. I like it more with a narrator and also subtitles. Plus, he has such a pleasant accent, a German accent, and well, our series is inspired. It will be more inspired by some German cities. So why not? Why not? Even though Arndorf is not a city from Germany. Okay, so once more, thank you, Joachim, for your help. Guys, let me know what you think about this. And I think we will have Joachim in the next videos as well, because I really did enjoy it. Moving forward here, you're going to see this build. I think I should say something else before I'm going to talk more about the build itself. I want to say that even though I love and I hope, and usually I really do hope to get the episodes as I plan to, as they are scheduled. They are scheduled for Sundays. Today is not Sunday, I know. But after a while, and after the city, the village became a town, and soon it will become a city. But as soon as this Arndorf is growing, it is quite hard to create a story, to create some builds, and to make the cinematics as I did before. Cinematics that you didn't see today. Those cinematics that are overlapping each other, crossing themselves in order to have a nice view over the builds I did, you know, that they made them appear out of nowhere, like, you know. Well, those ones really take a lot, and by a lot I mean it can even take 3-4 maybe more days, and then I have to make the story, and then I have to edit the entire video. So if I'm gonna do it like that every single time, plus now there will be, let's say, much difficult builds or more yeah, I think they'll be difficult, or with more details and so on. It will be very hard for me to do it, and I do not want to just release one single video per week from Arndorf. Plus, at a point I will get maybe bored and I will have to take a break and to gather inspiration and so on. So that's why I prefer to make other kind of videos, either in City Skylines, Subnautica or something else, in order to, let's say, change a little bit more my mood and what I'm playing. So there will be more types of videos. I will try, of course, every time I'm doing something, it's just I'm trying to improve it and to make it better, and hope you guys really do see that and appreciate it, let's say. And as I did today, yeah, it was a great idea with the voiceover. I've tried myself to be the narrator even from the first intro video for Arndorf, but the thing was, I didn't like it. I didn't like my voice over it, and I thought it will not fit perfectly, and that's why I just left the subtitles. So, but now we can have both, which is really cool and great. Okay, what was I? Okay, let's move towards this episode from today and towards the build. I really do hope you really like and love the stories from Johan. I've seen some commentaries from you guys saying that you wanna it would be cool if there would be some other persons telling the stories and not only Johan and so on. So that will be something that I'm thinking about. I've been thinking before you guys mention it, but everything with it will happen at a time. But for that, don't stop ever giving ideas. Trust me, from your ideas, either I can do them, or either I can improve them, or either they can give me a better idea and so on. and that's really cool. So keep hitting me with ideas and things. If you have there right now, write a message there and send it here in the commentary section. Don't forget as well, do not forget to join my Discord server, because I kinda like the fact that I can talk with you guys. It is very easy for you guys to share your work with me and everyone else there. We can talk faster. I'm very active on Discord, and not only on Twitter and Facebook as well. So it will be very nice to see more of you guys joining us there. It's a fun place, and great ideas are getting left there. As this one for Arndorf with our new narrator JOACHIM. Which is, like, if you think about it, Johann, well, it's not the same, but let's say close enough. So in today's episode of Arndorf, I wanted, even though it was a sad part when his grandmother Anna died, I wanted to create some new stuff. Of course, I did a bigger build. There will be even bigger builds for Arndorf, which will be shown as time lapses, not entirely, but parts of it. Pretty soon I'm going to use the Google Maps a lot to inspire from Berlin, München, Nuremberg or Bremen. I will not copy a city completely or something, just inspire, take some areas from a city and add them here in Arndorf, because it will grow. Some of you also mentioned the fact that even though it's 90, 80 or something like this type of buildings were not built in this century. There should be something like before 90 10 or even in 80, 90 years. So I know, I'm totally aware of it, but I had to create something. I wanted to have some cars as well. People had some transportation and so on, and it was, I don't know, it was not okay in my opinion to start like from 80, 90 or even earlier. It would have been very difficult. Plus the game is limited and we cannot have everything. So you have to close your eyes a little bit when it comes to history or to realism, even though I try to be realistic as much as I can. But with the buildings, you have to understand it. We are limited with the buildings and these are very beautiful. So at a point we will stop, even though imagine we can even get to the year 2030 and we can use only the buildings that we have today. So again, the realism will be, let's say, more or less accurate. So don't blame me for that. Just enjoy the stories and that's all. Don't try to find the black hole or the black part of the story, because there always is, and it will be shame. It will be a shame to just talk and find the bad parts. So yeah, I've tried to add some new things. In my opinion, the idea of Arndorf and to have some, let's say, royal stuff, royal palaces and so on here, it was pretty cool for me, because I love history, I love these kind of things, and I thought, why not having the king of the country, which, by the way, I haven't said the name of the country because I have to invent it. It's not a real country like Austria, Germany or something else. We need to invent a very small country, maybe like, yeah, no, a very small country, and you guys can participate with some ideas, some names for our country here, and then we can find some other ideas. And also I really do intend to have this Arndorf for quite a lot of time on my channel, hoping nothing will broke the save games, or maybe I will reach a point where it will be like 3 FPS and absolutely impossible to play. So as I was saying, all I do is to improve. All I want to do is to improve my builds, to improve the way I create the videos and the stories. Now that we have Johan and JOACHIM narrating Johan, it is better, way much better. Plus I love the accent. I know I said it already, but I really do love his accent and it fits perfectly. See, and there will be other people telling stories, other voices maybe. So just wait for it. And do not forget, guys, it is really important for you. If you do enjoy this video, it is so easy to click the like button and leave a commentary. But, well, commentary is not like it. You have to do it unless you really do want to say something. But hitting the like button really helps me out and helps the video to be reached by others easier and faster. You can even share it with your friends, share it on Facebook or on your social accounts, so that would be really cool. And I hate the fact that YouTube finds a way to put the yellow dollar on my Arndorf videos, even on the other episodes where I was not talking. There was just some writing, music and some images. I don't know what was offending or what's offending in these kind of videos, or why is it not family friendly, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I'm glad that you guys are here, I'm here, I'm doing this, we are enjoying it all together, and maybe in a close future, these things will be history for us and we will pass them together. So we are getting very close to this time lapse. There will be no cinematic at the end because you kind of seen a lot before. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you are the first time here on my channel or you do enjoy Arndorf. Leave commentary ideas, share them with me. And tell me what you think about the collaboration with JOACHIM, sorry, which is Johan, sorry. The collaboration with him, if you do really enjoy them more rather than only with subtitles. I will leave you with this beautiful song, well, a few seconds of it, and guys, see you next time, maybe Sunday. I salute you.